Good day and greetings from the Great White North. My name is Prickly Poo and welcome to day 301 of a year of change. Today it kind of dawned on me that it started to anyway, that I'm feeling the crunch. I know that I'm going to keep going after the year is up, but hitting that 300 I was very happy and I thought, oh, this is nice. It's a nice little milestone. But now I'm going, oh God, it's like I won't be recording a 400. Like I'm at the point now where I need to, you know exactly what I mean. I mean, just that time constraint to sort of just for a bit, just kind of went, you have 2 months left, which is a little bit weird. I still do want to lose a little bit more. I'm at a stage now. Actually, before I get to that, this week, not a lot happened. I did fairly well. I was able to. I don't think I've done as well as I would have liked. Last week there was a huge drop off, which I think was just a timing issue with weighing myself 2 weeks before. So it looked like I lost a tremendous amount for me anyway, which I don't think I really did, but it's okay. That's why things go up and down and everything else. So I don't know if I made too much progress this week. But at day 300, I did a quick little weigh-in, and the 300 milestone, and then I hit an 80-pound milestone, which is nice. I've lost about 80 pounds, about 80 pounds so far. A little tiny bit more. It was like 81 point something. Anyway, so I thought, I was really trying hard to figure out what should I do I'd like to give myself a little bit of a reward, but generally in the past, that's always been food. So it was really tough to try to come up with something. But as luck would have it, I was talking to a friend of mine that I haven't seen in probably 2 years or more. And so we went out and I watched Star Wars. Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything. It was very good. That's all I'm going to say about it. We went to see a movie. We went out and just had a coffee afterwards and sat and talked for about 2 hours about nerdy things, which was great. But just I thought, what, that's good. That's my reward for that. I will go and I will actually do something with someone else. I will spend times with real peoples for a change, instead of just sort of sitting back and going, well, it's my reward. I'm going to have a cheesecake, which is what I would have normally done. But that's just sort of wanted to bring that up. But getting back to the time crunch, where I've sort of hit that 80-pound mark, I'm looking at the time left, thinking, I would like, and I think I've mentioned this before, I'd like to get down another 20, just overall, just before the end of the series, just so that I can say, you know what, I was able to lose 100 pounds in a year. It's a nice round number. It would wrap everything up in a nice, neat little bow. But the problem is, in order to do that, because if I'm looking at the time, I'm thinking, I don't know if I can, because if I did, well, I can, but I don't know if I should. Because if I was to follow that timeline, then I would have lost 120 pounds over the year. Because it would have roughly averaged out to about $10 a pound, I was going to say, to 10 pounds a month. But where I want to sort of stay on track as to what we've been doing, and aside from the exercise and eating healthy and things like that, I don't ever want to get to a point where I think, all right, I have to lose 5 pounds this week, and then sort of go overboard that way. We've been doing really can't talk at all. Try this one more time. We've been doing really well with keeping things realistic, keeping things sustainable, and I don't want to change that now at the very end, just because I might not hit a goal. So it's tempting to do that. It's really tempting to sort of say, well, if I hit this mark at this time, it'll be good. It's very good to obviously have goals. I still have a big long-term goal. I still need to lose another 75 pounds of fat. So that hasn't changed at all. But the time frame in which I need to lose that, I don't want to tweak that too much, because I don't want to get to a point where then I'm starting to eat, like organic rice cakes and jogging for 2 hours a day, and then going to the gym for another 2 hours, and not keeping it something that I'll be able to keep going with after the year's up. Because, I mean, you can certainly do that. You can certainly take a couple of months, go all out, but eventually you will burn out. We've done it before. This is why we did it this way for this year, because we do too much too soon, and I don't want to change that now. The same token, of course, I don't want to just hold back if I know I can do a little bit more, and if it's something that I think I can keep going with. So it's a little difficult because I really want to hit that 100-pound mark, and I've got 65 days to do. 64 days. Well, 65 leap year thing. Anyway, which I was reminded about. But roughly 65 days in which to lose 20 pounds, which doesn't sound like a lot. But given our time frame and how we sort of have our ups and downs and things like that, and real life intrudes, and some days we're just lazy. I want to keep doing what we've been doing, stay on target this way, and I know that we're focusing a little bit more on the exercise, so I think that's going to help because I'm going to be, continuing on with that. That's one thing I meant to talk about because I did change that, but I don't want to get to a point where I'm going overboard, and then I'm going to go like 100% all the way out until I hit that 100-pound mark, and then I'm going to cut way back and slow down again. I want to sort of sustain what we've been doing because it's been working. So, and it makes me feel good. Anyway, but the exercise changed. I tried something different this week, and it seemed to work out because I've been doing the 3 minutes of jogging, 2 minutes of walking, 3 minutes of jogging, 2 minutes of walking, and just finding that it's more annoying than anything else, having to start and stop and start and stop. So this week I thought, I'm going to try to see if I can actually do a full 5 minutes, because 3 minutes to 5 minutes, it's a big jump, but I don't want to go 5 minutes and then immediately another 5 minutes, because then I'm just doing an hour. And I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do when I finally do just decide, okay, I'm just going to start running and see if I can do a full 5K. Because I'm doing around 7.5 right now because I'm going faster and then slower and faster and slower, and I do it for about an hour. But this week what I decided to do was to say, okay, 5 minutes of walking to sort of warm up, and then alternate between 5 minutes of walking and 5 minutes of jogging, which is pretty much where I started before. But it was 5 minutes of walking, 1 minute of jogging, 5 minutes of walking, 1 minute of jogging. So instead of just sort of adding in another minute, so now it's 4 minutes of jogging and 1 minute of walking, I'm going to do 5-5, and then 5 minutes of jogging, 4 minutes of walking. And so, I know, but I've been able to do it. I've been able to continue jogging for a full 5 minutes, which it doesn't sound like a lot. For me, it is. It's a tremendous amount. I couldn't imagine jogging for 5 minutes. Even 6 months ago, there would be no way. So I tried that. It's a little bit different. I need to try to figure out how I'm going to get it. Like, do I increase that to 6 minutes and then 3 minutes of walk? That might be better. Because I was thinking 5 minutes of walking, 5 minutes of jogging, and then go 6 minutes of walking, 6 minutes of jogging, stuff like that, or 7 and 7, 8 and 8. I don't really want to get as far as, okay, well, I'm doing half an hour of walking and then half an hour of jogging. I could do that. I want to get to a point where I can jog for a full hour. I just need to figure out, do I go 5-5, 6-6, 7-7, or do I do 5-6, 5 or 5-5, 6-5, 7-5? That might be better. I kind of like the sound of that, where I'm jogging for 5 minutes, walking for 5 minutes, jogging for 6 minutes, walking for 5 minutes, and that way I'll keep building that up, but I'll have those 5-minute intervals. So maybe that's what I'll do. That's what I'm going to do. There we go. We figured it out all by yourselves. So hopefully I'll probably be adding on another minute each week. So by the end of it, I'll be jogging for 10 minutes, walking for 5, jogging for 10, and then gradually start whittling away those. So I don't think I'm going to get to a point where I'm actually going to be able to jog the full hour by the end of this series. But I'm working on something else for the next series, so it'll be okay because it's going to be part of it. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, so maybe I have figured that out. We'll give that a try and see how things go this week. I didn't actually add in new exercises as I should have. And in fact, Monday and Friday were both half-assed days for me. So it was not a productive week all the way around. This is part of the reason why I think that I haven't quite made as much progress as I would have liked for this week. So we're going to continue on. We'll get to that tomorrow. But we're going to continue on and do what we're doing. We're going to keep things, accelerated as they are, but I can't really say, okay, well, now you have to start, adding in a new exercise. If I'm not able to do it first, I don't want to add it in there because I don't know how to relate it to you. And there was something that I said last week that I was going to mention this weekend, and I've gone through my videos and I can't find it, and I can't remember what it was. It's been driving me nuts for hours, which is why this video is going up so late, because I couldn't find it. But I think that's it. I don't have anything really important to tell you. Nothing much happened this week. There was no big event. Well, news events. There were tons of people dying, left, right, and center. Celebrities. But yeah, as far as, healthy things going on, stuff like that, with me, personally, not a lot. So I don't have a lot to update you on. Aside from the exercise, and it was nice getting out and, spending time with people again. I really have avoided that for a very long time. Just in part because I'm not a social person. I don't like going out to places where there's lots and lots of people. There's that paranoia that's still there, that you figure, okay, people are going to stare at me. People are looking and going, Jesus, look at the fat guy. But it was nice. And they were talking about how they want to go start walking again, so I might be able to do that. So because it's wintertime now, which is going to make things a little difficult. But eventually I know I need to get away from the treadmill because I'd like to be outside and where it's nice and crisp and cold. I think it'd be much, much better. A little more fun anyway. I'm not probably going to run when I'm outside because it's very slippy and I will slip and fall and tear my pants and hit my head and bleed out all over the place and it'll be horrible. And then people will laugh because I'm bleeding and my pants are torn. I've seen it happen from time to time. Anyway, that's it. I'm just rambling now. So I'm going to leave this video here. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please poke the like button for me. And in the meantime, keep yourself warm and fuzzy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.